So let me get right to the point. Would you be with her if you were rich? I see so many men choosing a partner based on where they are and not where they're headed in life. And you might be thinking, there's nothing wrong with that. Why is that an issue? It's a huge issue, all right? It's extremely problematic. You really have to ask yourself, would you be with her if you were rich? I'm saying this message today because I do not want to see men settling, but I also don't want to see men getting women caught up in being with you when she's not really who you want. Now, you may be wondering, how, Stefan? How is this problematic? Let me explain to you, man. The problem is this. We've seen various situations where, and I won't name names, but we know of celebrities, okay? We've seen them in the public eye who they married a certain kind of woman when they were down, broke in their struggle process. And then when they became very successful, all of a sudden ends in divorce, and now they pick a woman who is nothing like the woman they originally married. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, he switched up when he got successful. He didn't switch up. He finally showed his true colors. The reality is that that man always wanted the woman that he was able to get once he was rich. But he was choosing this other woman based on the fact that he was currently broke. And so again, this is extremely problematic because now you are setting the stage for a very unhealthy, toxic relationship. But there's two sides to look at this. So one, let's look at the issue of the man making this choice to be with this woman based on where he is. Number one, you don't really love her like that. And if you don't really love her like that, you're never going to be able to pour into her what she needs. You're essentially coming into this relationship really looking at how she provides things for you, how she is essentially a stabilizer to your life or a come up in essence. You feel like, okay, well, I need her so I can build something. But the problem is in the process of that building, all right, you now may, one, lean too much onto her where she is now burdened with your growth. She is burdened with you coming into your own as a man. And that actually undermines you because now you don't learn the lessons you need. You don't go through some of the things you need to go through because you have this buffer of a woman in your life. And a lot of men never even reach their true potential, never even discover who they really are because they've allowed this woman to be a scapegoat in their life. They've allowed this woman to be a crutch. So he's never learned to walk on his own. I don't want that for you or any man. You've got to understand that though it may seem convenient, though it may seem like a great thing, it is a very unhealthy thing. It is a very, again, problematic thing. You need to learn how to grow on your own. Now, I understand the mentality of building together, but building together has to come about when each person has a strong foundation on their own. So as a man, your focus needs to be on building your foundation first, and then adding a woman to the mix that you can build even greater things with. It doesn't mean you have to be rich. It doesn't mean you have to be ultra successful, but you at least have to get the foundation of your work ethic, your ambition, your character, and finding out what your purpose is. Now, once you do that, there will still be a struggle period, but at least you will now be the man you need to be to have a healthy, successful relationship. But in regards to the overall topic, you will now be able to select a woman that fits the path that you're on. Because if you don't know where you're headed in life, you don't know who belongs on that path with you. So many men have chosen a woman based on where they are, thinking she will be a good thing for where he is right now, but she actually derailed you further. She actually became your worst damn nightmare. You now find yourself in situations having kids with a woman you don't even like. And now you have an unhealthy household or an unhealthy family dynamic because you got caught up with the wrong damn woman. So I need you to learn how to find yourself first before you go adding a woman to the mix. But let's also look at the angle of the woman who's even allowing herself to be with you at your lowest. Here's a misconception. There's this belief that if she allows herself to be with you when you're broke, damaged, or you don't have much going on, that means she really, really loves you. Wrong. Wrong. I'm not going to say that no situation is a woman genuinely loving a man even at his lowest point, but a lot of situations, I would even argue most situations, is a woman looking at you as a project and she chooses to be with you because it makes her feel more secure. It allows her to have power over you. It allows her to feel superior over you. Now, if you think that's crazy, let me give you a quick story. I know a man who was at his lowest, found his woman, ended up getting married. She held him down. She was taking care of this dude. But he really was about getting himself together. So he actually worked on himself. He finally got a good job. He started making great money. And then he hit a really high level of success. And so now he's like, yo, I want to essentially pay back to this woman all that she's done for me. I want to take care of her the way that she took care of me. And guess what happened? She started getting uncomfortable. She started not liking that he was even paying the bills. I know this sounds crazy, but this is a true story. And the reason why she was getting uncomfortable is because now she was losing her power. She was losing her superiority over this man. She was losing what she felt was her value in the relationship, and now she could not deal with this man actually being able to take care of her. She did not know what it was like to be taken care of by a good man, so now she was rejecting it and now causing more problems. And guess what ends up happening? They get divorced. It couldn't work because the foundation of why she was even with him was always from a toxic place. So you're thinking that this woman is actually being with you out of love, and a lot of times it ain't love. It's an unhealthy attachment. So there's so many reasons why you need to make sure that you get to a better place first before you choose that woman. And that's why I posed the question to you, would you be with her if you were rich? And what I'm essentially saying is, if you were at your best, would this be the woman you want? And it's important for you to be able to say yes to that, because when you can say yes, regardless of where you are in life, so even if you are broke right now and don't have your stuff together, if you can say that if I had $1 million, I would still choose her, then you're good to go. Because now that says that no matter what, you're going to be willing to pour into this woman, and this isn't going to be a one-sided, burdensome relationship. That you are going to be able to get to a place where you two can truly pour into each other, be on the same page, and have a healthy, successful relationship. But if the answer is no, let her go. Do not waste her time. Do not waste your time. Again, it will cause more damage than you can even imagine right now, because it is starting from a very unhealthy place. We don't do that here. Let's stop doing these things. Too many dysfunctional relationships stem from this type of thinking. So again, I will say it one more time. Would you be with her if you were rich? Would you be with her if you were at your best? Is this really the woman you have a connection with? If the answer is yes, move forward and make it the best it needs to be. And if the answer is no, let her go. Go focus on you, find your purpose, and set your foundation in place. So that's just today's video. It was just a message that was on my spirit that I felt like I needed to share. I pray this was helpful to you. Again, like this video, share this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one.